Guys, hello everyone. Thank you for coming. If you don't mind, I'll do the presentation in English, and during the Q&A session we can switch to Armenian or any language you wish. So, to be honest, I wanted to not share any kind of presentation because you already have a lot of seen today, and I wanted not to sound very old school speaker, but since my friend took some time on designing this presentation, I have no other choice. Let's see what we have. Today we're going to discuss about the types of generations and their purchasing power. By the way, I'm Ines Torosyan, Chief Marketing Officer at Ucraft, and I consider myself as an e-commerce enthusiast. So let's see what we have. As you know, recently the marketing campaigns are targeting two main types of customers. Those are either Millennials or Generation Z. By the way, by definition, Generation Z is Generation Z is considered to be those who are ranging from 1997 to 2012. So I would like to see how many of you here belong to Generation Z. Oh wow, we are so many! Great. What about Millennials? Wow, that's cool. Okay, guys, also, if you don't mind, I would like to make this speech as interactive as possible, so we can speak with each other during the speech and share some knowledge together. Okay, as I already told you, marketing campaigns are targeting millennials or baby boomers recently. But however, as you can know, Generation Z, the future belongs to Generation Z because they already have $150 of purchasing power. Let's understand why they are considered to be the future. Because as millennials, we're the ones who were there when the public internet evolved and the smartphones innovation has been done. Generation Z couldn't imagine their life without these smartphones and internet. It is everywhere. I sometimes even tell that Generation Z is born online because nowadays, if you can see, even this pregnancy, birth, delivery is sometimes being broadcasted. Some celebrities are showcasing how they are giving birth. So internet is everywhere. And by the way, researchers have shown that most of the users of e-commerce from Generation Z are using high-speed internet no matter where they are located. Let it be in Asia, Africa, Latin America or Europe. They are choosing very high-speed internet. What is the reason behind this? Researchers showed that Generation Z is very inclined of leaving or abandoning the purchases if they are having some issues with connection, or else if they are not finding the necessary information at very hand. So I would like to understand, and I would like to provide some information on how we can improve their customer experience and how we can provide more sales funnels by helping to solve this kind of problems. Okay, as I already told you, they represent a large group of people who are already starting to showcase their potential interest in stock markets, as well as they are the ones who are started to save for their retirement no matter how young they are. However, there are some other issues that they encounter while working with Generation Z is that they have a lot of channels to work with, they have a lot of choice rather than millennials, and most importantly, they will abandon you or they will switch to another platform if they don't find the necessary information for them. So in order to make sure that your business targets them, there are certain criteria you need to take into consideration because they are the ones who are shaping the trends for e-commerce in 2020 in the upcoming years. Alright, the first one I think is the AR in online shopping. Have you ever purchased anything using AR? What was that? Can you share your experience a little bit? What shop was it and what kind of product did you purchase?
I purchased watches.
Watches. And do you remember the name of the shop?
AR watches.
AR watches, alright, great. Anyone else?
I've purchased rings and bracelets from Pandora. You can try them on your hands, take a picture and then try it on and see if you like it.
Exactly. So this is the main thing that AR takes it to the next step, is that people prefer to see things virtually without going to shop, without trying them on, but with the help of these free models, they can see how it feels and how it will look on them. By the way, in maybe 6 months ago, Farfetch released another kind of store that is a normal brick and mortar store where you go there, but there is no wardrobe or closets pre-installed. There is a mirror. You can use it simply by standing there, choosing your size, by filling out your measurements, and you can simply check out how the clothing looks on you without wearing them actually. So why people like this? Because first of all, they are saving their time. They are taking off the hassle of changing the clothes, and it's easy. So, by the way, as I already mentioned, as it's showcased here, like 35% of people say that they would like to do online shopping if the AR is there. So it is very important to take this into consideration while creating an online shop for your customers. In America, there are a lot of, like you mentioned, Pandora, Ray-Ban, Target, Nike. They're all using this AR to make sure that they're going aligned with the young generation. What comes next? Voice commerce. Do you speak to your smartphones, headphones, or any website that you are purchasing from? Okay, and how many of you is using Siri or Google?
How many times?
How many? Just in general. Wow, that's a lot. Because in Armenia, I thought that it wasn't very common for people to use voice commerce. Because first of all, in Armenia there are not a lot of smart houses available, but in recent years this number is increasing and people are starting to use not only smart speakers like Alexa or Yandex or anything else, but they are also adjusting their houses to smart environment. Okay, how this decreases the time. Let's say you had a very tiring day and you came back home and you noticed that you are running out of coffee. So by simply telling, hey Alexa, please order some coffee, it's on your way. But does it work that way actually? The answer is no, because in order to order something with the help of voice assistant, having smartphone or having this voice command is not enough. Because if you are not simply searching for stuff, but also if you are ready to purchase, you need to pre-install the payment gateway or your billing information on your digital wallet. Whenever you have all this, the process is going smoothly without hassle. All right, let's go next. Sustainability in selling. Do you think that in Armenia, second-hand shops or eco-friendly shops are common? Little bit. Okay, in the next slide, I'll showcase some ideas and some online businesses that are starting to make some kind of movement in Armenia by showing the importance of sustainability in shopping. Why Generation Z uses sustainability, why they decided to do this movement? Because in the last years, especially with the reason of global warming, with the exposure of COVID and a lot of issues that arose, people noticed that you need to give second life to whatever you are using. And even if, let's say, Generation Z is ready to pay, but if the brand's vision is not aligning with their own vision, they will definitely go and choose another option for that. And in United States, there are a lot of second-hand shops that are famous. For example, the D Shop, Poshmark, and in Armenia, there is another one. It's called Vintabila. They are selling upcycled vintage clothing, and they are giving life to the second-hand clothes. And besides Vintabila, there is another one. It's called Antalber. You can check out their websites and have your kind of impact on environment. And finally, flexible payment options. As I noticed, you are doing online shopping. I would like to understand what kind of payment gateways you are using mostly for your online shopping. Is it Armenian bank accounts that you are paying by Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, or you are using PayPal or any different other payment gateways or wallets? Usually cards?
PayPal sometimes.
I see. Great. And did you know that there is another way, it's called buy now, pay later system that allows you to pay for your clothing or whatever you are buying by simply checking out but paying for the product price within the 13 days, or maybe you can pay for them with different installments within 4 quarters. This is another way that a lot of payment gateways adopted this system, because it allows, especially during economic insecurity times, to support Generation Z, who are at the from ranging from 13 to 15, to make a buying decision, need some kind of help from their parents, especially in the United States, they need to get a check. So by this way, a lot of payment gateways allow to adopt and increase the conversion rates. Except that it would be great if online shops give an option for their customer to pre-save their information, so that later for the second checkout or the third or the other attempts, they will have time not to pre-fill this information one more time, but they will have simply by, let's say, digital wallets or your predefined shop wallet, they can pay it at once. All right. Do you know that there are some banks in Armenia that also provide buy now, pay later system? Yes. Which are those?
Ecommerce.
Right. Anything else besides Ineco?
ID Bank.
ID Bank, yes. The rocket line of ID Bank also provides this solution. In the United States, mostly they use Klarna or Apple Pay Later or Afterpay. So please consider this as another solution for yourself if you are ready to sell online and if you are interested in moving your business into online. Okay, since I already mentioned that I work at Ucraft, Ucraft is an online store builder that allows you people to create website by using pre-designed templates or without having any design or coding skills. It gives them an option to create and set up online stores and website. So I would like to know if any of you are entrepreneur, let it be from small to medium-sized businesses, or do you have any ideas of selling online? No merchants among you? Okay, and does any one of you have a website? Okay, not yet. All right. In that case, if you don't mind, I would like to showcase you our case study in short, how we came to the conclusion that by doing a lot of researches and talking to different website owners that we have at Ucraft, we realized that they're only targeting the baby boomers and millennials, and we came to the conclusion that we need to save time and in the meantime to provide solution that consists with different services under one place, under one hood. And this is what we came with up. Ucraft Next, by the way, is not released yet. In two months, maybe at the beginning of September, we'll release our new product, and it will help people to create a website using AI. How does this work? You simply provide some basic information during the onboarding process, like your name, email address, your project details. You're giving some idea about your industry and how many people are involved in your project. And later, by syncing your social accounts and showcasing if there is a website in your mind that you would like to recreate the design of it, it generates an example for you. So how does this work? Let's say I want to sell something and I came up with a website idea that, let's say I'm trying to sell clothing. I have no design skills, I have no time, and most importantly, I want to save as much money as possible by not hiring any specialist for that. So I simply bring the example of the website, let's say Fendi.com. The system automatically analyzes the website, the color scheme, the layout, the UI kit, typography, and it generates a website and also provides the content that it has already fetched from my social accounts. So by this, we simply save time for the customers and give them an option not to go and hire any kind of specialist from Fiverr or Upwork or anything else. If you're interested, I would like to share the early beta access with you once the product goes live, so you can test it on your own to see how it works. And in the meantime, if you're interested in selling something, this would be a great opportunity for you to test it out. And in the meantime, to help us improve our Armenian product. Thank you so much. Do you have any kind of questions that we can discuss about e-commerce? Yes, please.
So it's no secret that the web shop space is being increasingly, thank you. It's no secret that the web shop space is being dominated increasingly by the giants, right?
Exactly.
And for those entrepreneurs who are brave enough to connect with their customers directly and sell to their customers through services like Ucraft, what are some of the most impressive features that you offer to your customers that would help them cope with this competition?
All right. I would mention about the upcoming product, Ucraft Next. There are, let's say, some features that are, maybe I will use some terminology, sorry for that. Let's say PWA is a feature that allows you to have a progressive web applications without paying for the developer. It simply converts your website into application, and as you might know, currently having application for your online store is like the second choice to increase your sales. We do also provide different solutions like omni-channel selling that will help you to sell not only on your website but on Instagram shopping, on Facebook catalog, Amazon, eBay by having one simple inventory. So I can continue this list. It's a huge feature list. If you are interested, we can discuss about it later. And hopefully, yeah, these are the main ones. Thank you. Yes, please.
I was curious about all the people born after 2012. What generation are they? I didn't come across that term.
Yeah, because why I didn't touch upon them is that those generation is not able to pay yet, and we couldn't consider themselves as a paying customers. So currently, yeah, we simply focus on Gen Z and Millennials. No more questions? Yes?
So about Ucraft Next, you said, what is the business model of the product? Is it kind of subscription or it's about fixed price?
Actually, we provide two kinds of services for B2B and B2C segment. For B2C, there is a subscription. You pay either for yearly or monthly subscription, and you are getting the hosting, website template, and the rest of the maintenance. Thank you. Seems no more questions? All right. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and sharing your experience with us and having this interactive discussion. Have a great day.